Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. And keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes to clarify ourselves how this practice can help for us to develop our spiritual path. Because understanding it yourself is very important rather than just keep doing things. So when it comes to our human life, we all are in a journey. And we are kind of like a mobile creatures. We go place to place and we like to go from this place to that place. And also, we like to know where we go. And we like to know how we go. That's our human nature. So when it comes to our sansaric journey, we like to know where we go. And also we like to know how we go. So that is a deeper, inherent question within all of us. And sometimes it ignites us to practice like this way also. Because we know we have a journey. We know we're going to go. So and when it comes to that journey, it's always we related to something that's mean aim. Without aim, we can't live. Without knowing that there is a journey, we can't live in a very conventional life. So then when it comes to that conventional aim, even we know there is an achievement, and that just achieving to something not make any sense. Just imagine that you are planning to go somewhere. And suddenly when you think about it, suddenly if you appear to that place, maybe within few days you get depressed sometimes. And even that if you have a dream to win an Olympic gold medal, maybe you can make a gold medal and put it to yourself, and then you can claim as you are a winner. Or as you know, sometimes people pay some money for universities, and without going to classes, they get a degree. And then what happened? Because you achieved it, there is no any change. Even there are people now, if you want, you can try. They give, that so on enlightenment certificate. So even you have the certificate, what's the point? There is no change. You have to just handle with your day-to-day life as you keep doing. So then without the aim, we can't live. Without the journey, that without knowing this, we are in a journey, it's our life not going to make any sense. And so that's why we have to have an aim. And when we have an aim, just achieving it doesn't make any sense. So then what it makes sense? So the journey is make us more comfortable, brush up, clear. That is the important thing. And then the journey itself always should have to have a very clear higher purpose. And higher purpose, it should be more profitable and spiritual reason. So that is the key point. When it comes to that, the spiritual aim or the purpose is another way we can put, like a noble aim. What should be your noble aim? That is something. And maybe you think, oh, attaining to Nibbana. Oh, so on. Becoming a non-returner. But even though you know that, when it comes to noble aim, the most important thing, putting your attention to reality, that should be your noble aim. Even though you have the intention attain to the Nibbana, in this very moment. So the reality means this moment, not what happened in the past or not what going to happen in the future. Right now, right here is your reality. So if you are capable to put your attention and awareness into that, that make your life more beautiful. So if you don't have it, what will happen? If you don't have it, in this very moment, if your awareness, your attention, if it is not right now, right here, you make mistakes. There is no way you can make this moment comfortable or successful. So when it comes to that, if this moment is not successful, your next moment not going to become successful. There is no way, because there is a continuation, interconnection. That's what the causality, cause and effect, causation. This moment has the connection to bring the next moment. So it is according to the condition of this moment. It's not about outside. It's a condition of your mind. And according to the moment, this moment, your next moment going to happen. And even according to the condition of in this very moment, all the perception and your point of view going to change. So if you have the very clear present moment related to the reality means right now, right here, your awareness tuned to that. In that very moment, you feel you are in the right place. Have you ever, sometimes you say, when things go wrong, people say, I'm in the wrong place. It was a wrong time, in the wrong place. Like shooting happen, accident happen. Sometimes people say, oh, I was at the wrong place. So what is the right place? And what is the right time? So your right time and right place here, right now, right here. So when it comes to that moment, what happens? So that is your reality. So when it comes to that moment, you feel good. How you feel that good? Because this all the cosmos, universal properties, that everything balance and connect with your moment. Because that what you feel, and it's a neuropsychological signal. It doesn't appear itself. It has to be a reason to connect with something. So as you know, the matter has a pattern to appear as these material things. So energy, it doesn't have a pattern, but still the energy has a relationship to the energy. So whatever the energy that you carry, it has power to invite the same kind of energy around you. So when you tune to the present moment, what happens in that very moment, you tune to this cosmos energy, and as a result of that, your neuropsychological feelings start to ignite. So that feeling good is not kind of like you interfere with this something and you having fun. It is totally different. Having fun is a very conventional way of that we interpret things. But when it go to that connection, that it come as a deeper feeling that you have with the perception. So in the tranquility state, even through the meditation also, that is what we do. We get into that level. Even in the material world, that's why, whatever you do, if you start to do it mindfully, this is the same thing happening. What is that? You come to the right place. And you're going to be at the right time. So then if you are capable to continue that, always you feel good. That feel good, not just having fun or kind of like that, the connection. So that connection bring the comfort. The comfort bring the calmness, balance, and the clarity. And out of that, the recognition comes. So if it doesn't happen like that way, what happened? When the disconnection happened from you to this nature, even your mind and your body and mind and the perception, this everything, when disconnection happened, what does that mean? The time and place you disconnect. So then you don't feel kind of like connection. That means unbalance. So that unbalance create a kind of like unhappiness, unsatisfaction, disease. And then out of that, the fear arises in the moment. So if then we know, according to this moment of the condition of the mind, the next moment going to happen. So if this moment is disconnected, disease, and fear, unsatisfaction, unbalance, then what happened to your next moment? So the next moment going to become the same. And then what happened to the next day? Next day going to the same. Because if you keep the continuation, it's going to create. So then how about next week? So the next week going to be the same. And how about the next year? Next year going to be the same. And by the time when it comes to the end of the life, what will happen? You have the unsatisfaction, fear, anxiety, depression, disease, unbalance. And if you die with that, what will happen? The very next beginning is going to be pick up the same kind of current. So that's why the noble aim should be put the attention to the present moment. Forget about the Nibbana. Forget about any kind of high mental powers. Because that is the key point. That is the power. So if you are capable to tune to that, it will build up the current. It will build up the energy. It will bring the energy towards you. And another thing is, it will allow you to grow in the moment. But the thing is this, what the mistake we does, and as you know, with these machines, technology nowadays, that we always hear upgrade. And another word we call update. So update, go day to day, information. And upgrade is a kind of like you jump from the version to another version. It's kind of like a grade, a school, first grade, second grade, so like that. It's go version to version. But the thing is this, if you don't upgrade, this update doesn't work to us. So what we does, we don't upgrade ourselves, but we try to update with the information. So it doesn't work. End of the day, you become more miserable. Look at more than any other time, we have so much information. Then what happens? It makes us crazy. Why? Because we try to update without upgrading the version, getting into the new version. But your responsibility should be try to develop yourself, upgrade yourself. And when you upgrade, as a result of that, you will experience the update. Because out of you, whatever comes, it's always going to become tuned to the right place and right timing. So otherwise, maybe we go with that outside things, but inside we are same. We accumulated information to the same place. So that's why it crashed inside. All the information we gather crash. So then develop yourself a method to get into upgrade day by day, day by day, day by day. And how you can do that? Have the noble aim. What is the noble aim? Not about dreaming about something far away. No, put the attention, awareness to right now, right here. And once you're capable to do that, you start to recognize there is something that you have ability that you can see beyond the experience. And we, in a very conventional way, that we just settle down with the information or the perception, and we are more hold it to the surface level of information. And underneath, we don't know. But the thing is, because of that, we so into this outside things, outside things, outside things. And we lose the most important wisdom. Because you will never know everything about outside world. Don't keep chasing it. You know, according to the countries, the people, the environment, you know, the ages, the education system so different. You know, and even time to time, every 5 years, 6 years, everything upgrade. And there is no end. But still, there is one place that we all can have access. That is the present moment. Everybody can have it. It's everywhere for everybody. It is available. And it has the same wisdom. It doesn't differ according to the person to person. No. Everybody have the same place. And that's why there is no anybody can take you out of that present moment, that what you experience. If you are alive, if you know it is. Culture, tradition, caste system, that the social differences, gender differences, colors, those are only in the material world, in the conventional way. But when it comes to your spiritual practice, just imagine this, it is available for everybody, your present moment. That is the most important, powerful aim, the place that you should achieve. So it is available to everybody. And from newly born baby to the person who going to die, everywhere, everybody can have the same experience. But look ourselves, we never give any attention to that most of the time. We just try to go behind information and try to, you know, when far away, when somebody come with the new theory, we go so crazy. When somebody come with the new meditation, we go with that. And when somebody come with the new ideas, we like to, that's our human nature. That's why we are in this journey like this. But remember yourself then. You have the best. If you don't see that, maybe you will find something else somewhere. It will make you more comfortable, happy for the moment. But remember, it doesn't work. It's not going to work. So then, before you lose that moment, just try to experience it. That is the only thing you have to do. Just try to experience it for a moment. Because once you experience that, you know what it is. So when you experience it, other thing is important is that it is the present moment. So when you experience the present moment, always remember, when you 100% get connected with that, that is the way that your transformation going to happen. It is very, 100% inside transformation, not whatever this outside information. What is the mistake? But the mistake we does most of time, when we focus to something, we always look into that outside mental object and we go with it and we forget the observer, experiencer, perceiver. And then we go with that. And then again, we come back to the mind, thoughts, and maintain with that. But in the reality, in the present moment, right now, right here, what you experience, even though you have the recognition, you have to knowingly recognize it. So when you knowingly recognize what happened, the observer, the perceiver, experiencer become primary, not secondary. When it become always the first person, and that is the moment that dependent nature, dualistic mind disappear. And always the experiencer going to become the highest. And once you come to that moment and what you recognize, then in the Vipassana level, thoroughly, deeply, when you observe that, knowingly when you observe that, you recognize the observer also not a kind of like a permanent thing. And it also not a separate entity from this all the body, mind, and the environment. It also part of it. But it is the forerunner. But still, it also depends from other things. And once you come to that, you recognize this everything that we experience, even though it appears as something, it has no power to depend itself. It is a result of something else. When you see this, it itself becomes empty in your mind, because the mind is the one who holds the names and forms. That's why we experience this everything like this. So let's go to little example with this nothingness, and then let's go to the practice. So this is what nothingness comes. That nothingness means not empty. There's no place kind of like that. So the nothingness is this. In one way, there are many avenues for that. You know, this is one way. So you see this cup, and as we know, this everything changed. So this, even though this cup exists like this, in the moment we can touch it, hold it, and it has a shape, and it has a heat. So kind of like that. But still this has that this going to be something else by the time. This is not going to disappear. This is going to be something else. So that as you know, there's nothing going to disappear. It becomes something. When you know that, when you see this, you know in your mind, this pattern, this name, this cup, related to only this moment. By the time this name, this pattern, the experience going to transform to something else. So when your mind capable to understand that in that very moment what happened, you are not anymore bound to this pattern or this object as a permanent separate entity, because you know it becomes something else. And then what happened, your mind not going to bound to that or this. Even though you experience this, your mind has a power ability to become formless and still experience it. When the mind become formless and have the experience, and it become nameless experience, then that is where your mind going to be empty. But still, even this is disappear somewhere, and maybe when you close your eyes, still you can hold the cup with the shape and pattern and the name. And then that means even the cup disappear, your mind has ability to bring it back. How it happened? So that is the power of the mind. So because the mind has power to transform the energy to matter. So that's why that when you come to the mother's womb, you come as an energy. So the consciousness is an energy field. When you come to the mother's womb, you come as an energy. But look at today, how big you are, how tall, how heavy you are, how you accumulated that. Your mind has power to grab things, accumulate. How it accumulate? When the mind start to settle down with the names and forms, and it has power to hold it to that. So then through the meditation, what we does, we release the mind from names and form. So in the beginning, we can't release everything. So that's why first we hold it to one place and then release other old things. And then you tune to the most important place, that is the present moment. So when you are clearly tuned to the present moment, what happened in the present moment, there is no, listen this very carefully, and you have to understand it very slowly, even though I talk fast. In the present moment, as you know, the karma is neutral. And the other thing is, when you when it comes to the present moment, in that very moment of experience, in that 100% accurate, the present moment, there is no name or form. Once you miss the point, all the names, forms going to be in your mind. Because the names and forms at the same time not going to happen even. The name going to disappear so fast, but still the form going to be in your mind still. Form disappear later, but the name can disappear very quick. That both not going to arise and disappearing at once. So in the in 100%, if you are capable to tune to the present moment, it has no karma, it has no name or form. When there is no name or form, you are not related to the mind or matter. So in that very moment, your transformation going to happen. So that's why it called noble aim. Even though you know about the Nibbana, it is not somewhere else right now, right here. But the thing is, we are still trying to catch it using imagination or information not by experience. That's the reason. So the practice, that's why we have to practice. It's not going to happen at once. So again and again, little by little, we have to tune to that, get into the flow, and get into the flow and try to see that the method little by little. Another thing is observing thoroughly, deeply, vigorously, and go into inside us. We never did in our life. So this is something, that's why we need practice. Maybe everybody no need that, but maybe for some, it needs some kind of practice to do it. So if you do it little by little, you recognize there is a way you can access to it. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Suwapat Veva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens through the sensation, recognize it. Inhalation as inhalations, exhalations as exhalations. Do nothing extra. Bring attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata ca ammi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya dhamma anudhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam ha paribundhisami Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.